Franz Kafka, Letters to Milena. Dear Frau Milena, today I'd like to write about something else, but can't. Not that this really bothers me. If it did, then I would write something else. But now and then, a deck chair really should be ready for you somewhere in the garden, half in the shade, with about 10 glasses of milk within easy reach. It might even be in Vienna, even now in the summer, but without hunger and in peace. Is this possible? And is there no one to make it possible? And what does the doctor say? When I pulled your translation out of the large envelope, I was almost disappointed. I wanted to hear from you, and not the voice from the old grave, the voice I know all too well. Why did it have to come between us? Then I realized that this same voice had also come between us as a mediator. But apart from that, it is inconceivable to me that you would take on such a troublesome task, and I am moved by your faithfulness towards every little sentence, a faithfulness I would not have thought possible to achieve in Czech, let alone with the beautiful natural authority you attain. German and Czech, so close to each other. But however that may be, the story is in any case abysmally bad, which I could prove to you, dear Frau Milena, with unparalleled ease, except that my disgust would outweigh the evidence. Naturally, the fact that you like the story gives it some value, although it also makes my view of the world a little dimmer. No more about that. Wolf will send you the country doctor. I have written to him. Of course I understand Czech. I've meant to ask you several times already why you never write in Czech. Not to imply that your command of German leaves anything to be desired. Most of the time it is amazing, and on those occasions when it does falter, the German language becomes pliant, just for you, of its own accord. And then it is particularly beautiful, something a German doesn't even dare hope for. A German wouldn't dare write so personally. But I wanted to read you in Czech, because after all you do belong to that language, because only there can Milena be found in her entirety. The translation confirms this. Whereas here there is only the Milena from Vienna, or the Milena preparing for Vienna. So Czech, please. And also the feuilletons you mention. Even if they are shabby, after all, you managed to read through the shabbiness of my story. How far? I don't know. Maybe I can do the same. However, if I can't make it through to the end, at least I'll get stuck in the best possible prejudice. You ask about my engagement. I was engaged twice, or actually 3 times, twice to the same girl. So 3 times I've been separated from marriage by only a few days. The first is completely over. I hear there's already a new marriage, and even a small boy. The second is still alive, although without any prospect of marriage, so it really isn't alive. Or rather, it's living an independent life, at the cost of the people involved. On the whole, I have found here and elsewhere that men may suffer more, or if you prefer, they have less resistance in these matters. Women, however, always suffer without guilt, and not just because they can't do anything about it, but in the strictest sense of the word, which may nonetheless lead to the can't do anything about it. Incidentally, brooding over these things is useless. It's like trying to smash a single cauldron in hell. First, the enterprise won't succeed, and second, if it does succeed, one will be consumed by the glowing effluent, while hell remains intact in all its glory. The problem must be approached differently. In any case, the first thing is to lie down in a garden and extract as much sweetness as possible from the ailment, especially if it's not a genuine disease. There's a lot of sweetness in that. Franz K.